Here's what I'm done with. And I don't hate her. I actually like her. The Hawk Tuah girl. Hey, hey, hey. You got no more saliva. Okay? Dude, you said a thing. Oh, it was at best, very funny. At best, it was a very funny thing you said. And then it went viral. And I like this woman. I like this woman. This woman's cool. She seems fun and like a, cute kind of put together person. This is no hate on this woman. This woman deserves a really nice full life. And then I see her on podcasts. And I'm like, I see her on in like events, like saying stuff on a big stage with 70,000 people, like, are y'all ready for Jelly Roll? And I'm just like, you said Hawk Tuah. And it's like, so she's doing it and she's make the money, make all the money, make the most money you can, make it, get the money. I think all these, blood sucking leech agents that are just like going to try and like get her doing stuff. Make the merch though, do it, get all that money, okay? And then I think about people who like interview her, like I get, honestly, Whitney Cummings because her podcast is her podcast and she does whatever. But I'm like, Bill Maher? Doesn't he have a show on HBO for 29,000 years? How long has that Bill Maher show been on? Since fucking 1912? I mean, he interviewed the Wright brothers. And it's just like, to have her on a podcast for what? And for what? Like an hour? And I'm like, fine. But then I'm like, people surely don't listen to this, right? And I said to my wife, how could you imagine anyone listening to her on the Bill Maher podcast or on something, like, and my wife said, I would. And I said, oh yeah, women. I forgot that women will just listen in on anybody talking. I you know what? I forgot. That's the thing, is that I forgot. I forgot that if anyone with a vagina or a penis starts talking to anyone with a vagina or a penis, that if someone with a vagina is within earshot, they will be listening. Intently, too. I'm just listening to the person on what they're saying and what they're saying, and I'm like, oh, the person over there, and I'm like, there's a person over there? I don't know. And so, hey, here's my interview to the Hawk Tuah girl. Hey, so you said Hawk Tuah? Yeah. Yeah, and it was like outside at that, was it like a street rally or something, or like a picnic or a fair? And then she says, yeah, it was a fair, and this, that, and guy, oh, and then a guy just came up to you, or was it set up? Yeah, a guy came up to us and just started asking. Oh, okay, yeah, and is that actually what you do when you give a BJ? And she's like, well, I don't want to talk about all that. And I go like this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. We'll be back after a few of these messages, and we'll be back with fucking anybody else. We'll be back with a baby that can't talk yet. It's fine. We'll be back with a donkey. And a guy that thinks he's Dr. Doolittle. We're going to interview the donkey. He won't. You know? And because, like, you know, it's like the old Saturday Night Live clips of the Chris Farley show. Some of the funniest shit ever when he's just like, so you interviewing Paul McCartney. He's like, so you're in the Beatles? He's like, yeah, I was in the Beatles. He's like, oh, so, like, how was it? Like, that's so funny. Chris Farley. I don't. What do we think about the Hawk Tuah girl? Because I don't think I've talked about her yet. We think that she's going to look. I think she could become the next Cash Me Outside girl, but she would have to objectify herself in more than just the Hawk Tuah way. Like the Bad Baby person started becoming a rapper and was doing like twerking. You know, the Hawk Tuah girl can't now all of a sudden just become like a journalist or a talking head. It has to be some sort of like, hey, come see me headline Spearmint Rhino now with my Hawk Tuah mouth, you know? And she can parlay it into something after that, but it's always got to be something pervy in the beginning. If you don't actually have, and here's the thing, I'm not saying she might be very talented. We just don't know her talent yet. You know, she said something funny and we're all acting like, oh, well, you know, let's get this person on the me train and see what they're and see their talent, but it's not that. It's not like she's out there showing people how to give BJs now, which would be the thing that would excel. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Oh, so much spit in the wrist movement. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Oh, you really do go Hawk Tuah. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's all the way back there. Oh, interesting. Oh, he's sporting quickly. Oh, interesting, right? But she's not. She's like, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Creed. And people are just like, yeah. So I don't know, man.